All right, good afternoon to you again from the Storm Alert Center. Russell County now under a severe thunderstorm warning. Severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Russell County and the the eastern part of Adair County. Again, a severe thunderstorm warning is in effect for Russell County. That's mainly the northern part from Russell Springs up to the northern part of the county, and the eastern part of Pulaski or Casey County. Pulaski County has a special weather statement for areas around Burnside for a strong storm that's picking up there. We can expect to see wind gusts around 60 miles per hour. Right now, it's beginning to rain a little bit here at the studio. The temperature's dropped from about 81 to right now 71 degrees over the last few minutes. Strong storm over the northern part of Pulaski County. Again, Russell County, pretty much the northern part of the county under a severe thunderstorm warning. That would include Webb's Crossroads, Highway 76, Poplar Grove, Russell Springs, all this area under a severe thunderstorm warning as the storm continues to advance into those regions. Also included is the northern part of Casey County. Have a special weather statement for northern Pulaski for that strong storm that's moved into that area. And quite a bit going on. When you see all the boxes and everything that comes up, shows a lot of happening here in the way of weather. Wind's beginning to pick up a little bit more, and the lights flickering here in the studio. Still, the winds are right now 8 miles per hour. The tower cam is showing a lot of ominous looking clouds, dark clouds moving into the area. And one thing we can't show you, it's not on, I don't have it on the internet. Our WX150 weather system is also showing this strong storm over the northern part of Russell County. So if you are outside, you should seek shelter from lightning. Remember, when thunder roars, go indoors. Severe thunderstorm warning for Russell County. That would affect Jamestown, Russell Springs, Sycamore Flats, Ely, Windsor, Webb's Crossroads, Royville, and the Sano community. Again, severe thunderstorm warning in effect for the northern part of Russell County. You can see that cell beginning to move through that area. Now, the good news, back to the west, the storm that was in effect, the warning for effect for Glasgow, that has been allowed to expire, and there's no warning issued in advance for Metcalfe County or western Adair. All right. A lot of people ask about certain counties. Folks, if you look at the radar, pay attention to the radar and see where you are. People, I'm going to give you a little lesson, because sometimes, we have a lot going on with the weather. For example, earlier when we had the tornado warning for northern Casey, people was asking about certain counties. And when we have the radar zoomed out and you can see Burkesville, Clinton County, Wayne County, all of those areas are clear. There's nothing going on there. If we don't talk about it, there's nothing happening there. because I've always been told by some of the old weather people, and I've learned this myself, if we're talking about places that nothing going on, then we're depriving of information and taking up time for that we could be speaking about places that are having warnings. And right now, the main concern is the northern part of Russell County, where we have a storm warning in effect. That storm is moving currently to the east at about 40 miles per hour, and wind gusts 60 miles per hour is possible. In addition to the high wind, we can also see a likelihood of very heavy rainfall, and that's falling now outside the studio, but winds are only about 8 to 10 miles per hour. I think we may have some hail in that, and I'm going to go look while that we watch the radar. Yeah, I thought we had some hail maybe falling, hitting the window, but apparently not. Just torrential rainfall. And actually, the winds are at 4 to 6 miles per hour. Nothing really great at all here in the studio. What are you seeing in the northern part of the county? Say Webb's Crossroads, Jericho Road area. Anybody have any reports? Should be pouring the rain at Webb's Crossroads, all along Highway 127. If you can give us a report, we would like to hear from you. I don't think that this is going to be a big issue farther south. It's mainly across the northern part of the county. So you can see the roadways there, crossing 127, 76, right up at Poplar Grove, Sycamore Flats. That area is where that we're showing the strongest part of the storm as it's moved out of Adair County into the northern part of Russell County. We're going to check some of the messages here on Facebook, and we do appreciate all the many people that tune in. See what kind of messages we have here this afternoon. See Old Columbia Road, dark clouds, thank you, nothing to report. Watching, we appreciate you. Well, we appreciate everybody for tuning in. But again, not a whole lot to report here at the studio. It's torrential rainfall, almost to, well, now 2/10 of an inch since this started. So it's been kind of a heavy rainfall situation. Winds at 6 miles per hour. 6 miles per hour. So not a lot to report there. The storm warning that's in effect for Russell County, the northern part of Russell County, will be in effect until 2:30, about another 15 minutes from now. 2:30 for the storm warning for the northern part of Russell County. All right, we have kind of odd. We're going to look around the state a little bit. Areas around Mount Vernon and Berea have a storm warning in effect. Stanton, Kentucky have a tornado warning, and Moorhead a special weather statement. Kind of an active, busy weather afternoon, to say the least. And when we looked at the parameters and the weather data last night and this morning, it was obvious that we would see some kind of activity, some kind of storm, very unstable atmosphere, and it's all kind of come together this afternoon with this weather situation. No reports on damage or funnel clouds in Casey or Boyle County, so I don't know what we have up there. So far, no reports to give you, and pretty much right now, not a lot to report as far as right here in Russell Springs, where the Storm Alert Center is. Relatively calm. Very heavy rainfall is occurring. And as the storms exit the county, moving into the Windsor part of Casey County and along Highway 80 and 127, 76, up North 127 toward the Ely and the Gosser Ridge community. We're going to check our weather coverage. Let's see how hard will it impact Monticello. One of the things about this, people ask about, how bad things are going to be. We never know. We never, ever, ever know how bad of an impact that it would be. I mean, if I knew that it would be bad, I'd be on the air hours before saying that we're going to have a tornado at a certain place. But we just kind of have to wait and see. Doing a recap of the storms, the locations, and what's happening. Tompkinsville, Cumberland County, Clinton County, Wayne County. Looks like everything has pretty much moved out of your area. We still have a severe thunderstorm watch, and we're going to look at that now and give you the timelines on that. A severe thunderstorm watch is in effect, and that will be in effect until 7 p.m. Central Time. 7 p.m. Central Time, and it's almost 20 after 2 currently. So tornado watch remains in effect for pretty much all this area. And the only thing that we have currently is the storm warning for the northern part of Russell County. That seems to be dissipating and maybe not quite as intense as it was. And it's moving into southern Casey County and the western part of Pulaski County. But there's been no warning issued farther to the east. You can see the path of the storms as they begin to move out of Russell into Pulaski and southern Casey. The storm warning for this area, again, is expected to expire at 2:30, about another 10 minutes from now. And the good thing about it, there's no more warnings out to the west. As we watch one that was in effect from Warren County over at Bowling Green, that's been allowed to expire and no longer a threat. It is below severe criteria. The storm warning that is in effect for Russell County has now been trimmed down some to include Eli 76, Gosser Ridge, and taken out areas along and west of US 127. So the storm is slowly moving out of the area and will likely be below severe criteria when it enters into Pulaski County. So there you have it, the big picture. You can see the yellow is the ones that are flashing. Those are special weather statements. They're not warnings. The ones that are flashing. Now, the tornado warnings that are in effect, we only have one of those that are in effect for Kentucky. And then we have a severe thunderstorm warning. We have a couple of them that are in effect, and those are flashing there as well. So if we take out the special weather statements of severe storms, and I think we have some good news to share. All right, the storm warning for Russell going into Pulaski has been allowed to expire. So that will be good news for everybody. I want to make sure that that is correct. Now, by staying corrected, it flashed off, and we do have that warning continuing. But again, it is simply right at the Russell County, Pulaski County, southern Casey County line, and areas around Gosser Ridge, Eli, Irvin Store. A lot of heavy rainfall, strong gusty winds is now occurring. Have a new severe thunderstorm warning, and where's that going to be? Pulaski County. All right, until 4 p.m., Pulaski County under a severe thunderstorm warning. Again, a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Pulaski County. And that also includes Laurel County. This severe thunderstorm warning is in effect until 4 p.m. Some of the areas affected will be the Ruth and Bent community. National Weather Service in Jackson tells us that tornado possible tag for Pulaski County. We're going to look at that a little bit closer using the Jackson radar. And we will give you some information on that as that storm moves through, again, Pulaski County. They're saying a severe thunderstorm warning and the tag of a possible tornado. Looks like if there were to be a tornado in that, it would be south of Science Hill, just to the west of US 27, north of Somerset. If that would be the location that we would be thinking about, if there were to be any type of tornadic activity in that storm. So we're going to continue to monitor the weather situation here from the Storm Alert Center. Again, the storm warning in effect for Russell County, mainly the eastern part of the county. This will be in effect for until 3:30, about another 7 minutes from now, or 2:30 Central Time. So again, we have a storm warning in effect for Pulaski County. That will be pretty much all the county except that very southern tip. The severe thunderstorm warning is will expire at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Wind gust at 60 miles an hour are possible, with hail up to almost an inch in diameter. Again, that storm is moving through the area. Right now, radar indicating the storm over the Pulaski County Park in Pulaski County. In addition to the gusty winds, you can also expect torrential rainfall with this storm as it moves through. And the good thing about this, we have no warnings or any advisories out to the west, which would mean that we're not looking at, thankfully, maybe another warning. Even the storms that are out to the west, the one near Glasgow, saying a strong thunderstorm there. We'll see how that impacts Adair County as we go into the afternoon. But again, Pulaski County under a severe thunderstorm warning. Pulaski under a severe thunderstorm warning. And we'll continue to monitor the other areas for the possibility of it being severe later. But this is what we're showing right now. All right, 26 minutes after 2 o'clock, again, severe thunderstorm warning. Seems like we have talked about the warning for Russell County. Seems like it's been on and on, but the Weather Service says now that will expire at 3:30. And we're not going to talk about that any longer. They're saying heavy rainfall will continue, but the storm has gone below severe criteria. So we're not going to mention Russell County anymore for being under a warning, as that storm has gone below severe criteria. The one for Laurel and Pulaski County, that will be allowed to expire at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. And the storm moving to the east at 50 miles per hour. Nickel-sized hail is also possible. Let's see, Peggy asked about storms moving in tonight. What I always tell people is, be heads up until 7. That's when the watch is expiring. Pulaski warning still in effect. So we're not going to, used to tell people, it's okay to kind of take your guard down or whatever. So I've kind of changed my way of thinking. Storm watch until 7. Be heads up until then. Just try to take care of yourself if at all possible. So we're going to end our coverage right now. It looks like that even though Pulaski is under a warning, we've gotten the word out, and we will monitor the situation. And if there is a tornado warning or anything issued for Pulaski, we will bring that information along to you. So thank you all for tuning in to the Storm Alert Weather Center for weather this afternoon. We appreciate it, and we will be monitoring if anything else breaks loose. we will be sure to let you know.